Yo, what is going on, guys? Michael here from MP Fitness. Thank you for checking out the newest video to the channel. Today, we're going to be talking about the top 3 movements to help grow your chest. So for me, my chest has always been one of the most lagging muscle groups in my body. For whatever reasons, it's just the hardest for me to grow. I got 3 movements that I've been utilizing a ton over the last year and a half, and it's helped me a ton. So we're going to break down exactly why the movement's important, that mind-body connection, form, reps, sets, volume, intensity, all that fun stuff throughout the entire workout today. Today, we're gonna be using this pre-workout right here. We did a review on this. So if you wanna check out that review, so if you wanna actually see what that guy was like, check it out. Click the link right up here. I appreciate it. So we're gonna go ahead and dive into this video right now. Take you guys, like I said, through the entire workout, break down all the movements, all that fun stuff. So let's go ahead and it's time to grow this chest.
Brody on the line, I'm tapping it.
Yo, what's going on, guys? All right, movement number 1. This is probably my favorite movement of all time for any body part. I'm talking, we got an incline Smith machine bench press. So we're gonna add bands to it. So with bands, it's gonna take the weight off at the bottom. As we push the further up, the heavier it's gonna get. It's gonna give us a little bit more of that mind-body connection for our chest. It's gonna take our shoulders out of it a little bit, which is what we want. We don't want our shoulders taking over. We also wanna load up our shoulders. So for this right here, I always use this for my first movement because you don't have to worry about the stabilization. We're gonna do a little bit more volume. We're gonna try to warm up the chest properly. The triceps are gonna feel it, the shoulders, but we wanna put that emphasis on that upper chest. So I'm gonna show you guys how to get it set up right now. So we got a band already on that side. We're gonna wrap around this side right here. All right, so all we're gonna do is just wrap here and then put it on a pillow right there. And it should be good. And you can add more weight to this than you normally would just because it's gonna be lighter at the bottom. The further you go up, by the time I get up to right here, all the weight should be on the bar, should be on me. The band shouldn't really have much on it. So we're gonna go ahead. We got movement number 1. So like I said, a little bit more volume. So we're gonna try to do 15, 12, 10, 8, 4 sets. Gonna try to add weight to each set. We're not gonna kill ourselves though. This is more of just to kind of get some blood going and get that mind-body connection going. I've seen huge results with this movement right here. So let's go ahead and see what we got.
Got out here pulling the strings for me. A girl on the line, she feeling me. Preoccupied by the motivation. Put in the time, pay the entry fee. Bro on the rise, yeah, he kinda nice. Inside of my mind, no one's real as me. Lately, life has been gorgeous. Wake up to clear, my eyes hit recorded. Praise up to God, I ain't chasing no bitch. Swinging and miss, got me hitting these licks. I get the orders, don't get it distorted. Disconnected, I've been cordless, I've been cordial, I've been exploring. I got a whole lot, but somehow I want more of it. Yeah, I went to tour and put on for the soil. Hey, bruh, remember they used to ignore us? Now they drop me the pin with the cord and they catch me running.
Had to keep deleting. All right, guys, so who would I use this for? So this is a great movement for, if you're a beginner, I would say you could use this for like a big part of your workout. But if you're an advanced guy, an intermediate guy, this is a great first movement, like I said. So right now we got 2 plates on here, hit 15. Gonna probably add a quarter to it. Gonna do that for 12. Kind of see where we progress. I don't want to overdo it, but at the same time, I want to start getting that mind-body connection. I feel like for me, that's been the biggest thing in growing my chest, because usually my arms are long, so my shoulders are gonna want to take over a little bit more. When I kind of slow it down a little bit and I hit a certain kind of range of motion, that's really when my chest wants to take over and start losing the shoulders. So, all right, we got 12. Let's see what we got.
Through the ordinance, remember we couldn't afford the whip. Pushing and scraping, that shit was so ageless. We blowing on grapes for the flavors. All of a sudden we major, still independent but no label. For now I'm going hard enough that the streams will lead to a house by the beach. All of this done with the speech. Filling my pockets for now, for later. I want the picket for some sign of the neighbors. I used to skip out on the pavement.
Cool. All right, guys, so form, I feel like everybody has different kind of like hot takes when it comes to like proper bench form. You kind of get the flat back guys. You get the women that like get that huge arch in your back.
Bench press video with an incredible arch performed by this 24-year-old woman. To be or not to be? What is your opinion?
City boy, city boy.
But for me, what I like to focus on, and I'm gonna have Trevor kind of like swivel around here real quick. So I like putting my feet as close to my glutes as possible, right? I wanna get a little bit of that natural arch in my back, but not too much. I also try to, I always say with every movement, when in doubt, chest out. What do I mean by that? Keeping that chest nice and high. So notice what it does with my shoulders. When I stick my chest out, boom, it shoots my shoulders back, keeps the chest nice and high. So it's gonna limit the range of motion that my shoulders are gonna be able to actually activate in. So when I'm right here, so notice the difference between me being flat benching here, and then when I stick my chest out. Huge difference in that range of motion. That's what we want to hit for every single chest movement, especially when it's an incline. So let's go ahead. We got our last set right here. Then we're moving on to movement number 2.
Nowadays I tax for the labor. Dog on the line, you ain't tapping in. I'm staying clear, fake rapper friends. Kamikaze on a traffic cam. Only one shot to navigate the labyrinth of keeping it late. Burn it down to the ash. My life been much more than imagine. I got where I'm at with the passion. Traded all to live it backwards. Pray we ain't make it through the night. Oh, we ain't make it through the night. You can see it when you look into my eyes. When you look into my eyes, you can see the grind on.
Yo, what is going on, guys? All right, part 2 of our movement. So we have one of my, like I said, all these are going to be my top 3 favorites, but right here we have incline dumbbell bench. For me, this is one of my favorite movements, especially if you're trying to grow your chest, because you're able to get the proper squeeze out of your chest. Be able to actually like move the bicep over your pec, which is going to allow you to get a little bit more of a contraction. With any kind of barbell work, you're just really just pushing straight, which is going to get some kind of chest activation, but that's really going to be a lot more for strength. If you're trying to actually get hypertrophy, it's going to be all about blood flow, mind-body connection, time under tension. You're going to be able to do that a lot more with dumbbells than you are with just regular barbells, machines as well. You're going to be able to hit it with. But yeah, all right, we're going to go ahead. We're going to get into this guy right here. For actual reps, I'm going to go with a 12, 10, 10, 8, a little bit higher volume, but we're gonna do a couple more sets, really focus on the actual movement, squeeze. Once again, check out the form right here, keeping our feet right behind us. Gonna be arching that back a little bit. All right, keep those feet nice and high, pick them up, arch that back.
Yeah, the word on my back like a atlas, lit down the ashes. She do not come on no practice. Recipe, passion, and liquor with God in the passenger. Prayer to crashes. I'm in my basket, blissful but ignorant. I'm dapper but ratchet. I play around in the traffic. I take the risk. Look at me stack up the chips. I play roulette with the magnum. Right till I die. I'm not afraid of the casket. I'm on the run. I'm chasing the thrills. I'm hungry. I'm starving. I lust for the meal. Lately, I'm blue like the bills. Yeah. I'm elevated, overeducated. I run the race with who I resonate with. I break the bread with you.
Oh yeah. But then also, during the movement, you want the dumbbells. For me, I always aim to have them hit the corner of my chest. You don't want them too far out. You also don't want them too narrow. You want the corner just to hit that outside part of your chest.
Who work the late shift, break the ground, shake up the simulation, reshape the sound, needed renovation. All that they quickly vacated the premises. I feed off my enemy entities. I rock the crown with a tilt. Ain't nobody done it like this. I'm having fun, I'm wild, I spaz when I serve with the stylus. I'm breaking them over with the hits. Only got one life to live. I'm antisocial at the function. They make me out to be the bad guy. My circle micro, if you had a scope, you still couldn't see us through the glass eyes. Real evasive when it's average chasers.
So the reason I hit upper chest so much, and most of these movements are gonna be upper chest related, is because it gives you a little more of that broader, fuller look. I feel like a lot of people nowadays do a lot of decline. I don't know why, because maybe they saw like a couple like IFBB Olympia guys do it, and they're like, that's what I have to do to get a huge chest. But focusing on that upper chest really makes you look a lot bigger than you actually are, trust me. I normally don't look this big, am I right, Trevor? I'm usually a lot smaller than this. Way smaller than this. So that's movement 2. We're gonna hit our last of my top 3 movements right after this. So let's go ahead and see what we got. You're welcome. Oh, it's so tiny. That's what she said. Did you get that? All right. All right, guys, movement number 3. So we're gonna do a little bit more chest work for more of the width of our chest. So right here, we got the Arsenal incline fly. So you can do cable flies, but for me, I get a lot better like mind-body connection with this guy right here. You're able to really control the weight throughout the entire range of motion. And the way the arms work, you really get that squeeze as you're extending that arm. It's gonna just feel amazing. Focus on the blood flow. With this, we're gonna do more volume. We're gonna go 15, 12, 10, and then we're gonna do a drop set after each one and try to increase the weight each time, but nice and slow. We also don't want our arms super wide. I always keep my arms nice and close, feel the stretch in the chest. I don't really care how wide I go, but more of getting the range of motion. Stretch the chest out as you come across, really push out, really feel the squeeze on the inner part of your chest, stretch it out on the width, okay? All right, first set, let's see what we got. Nice and controlled. Don't pull at the elbows or the shoulders. Boom, really squeeze that chest at the top. All right, now we got a drop set. Let's go ahead and throw off a couple 25s. Coming down nice and easy. As I push up, I'm pushing really in and then away. Stretch it and then boom. And it's supposed to burn. Ugh. All right, set number 2. So this one right here, remember, keep that focus on that chest, keeping the chest nice and high. Throughout all these motions, notice I'm never flat, my shoulders are never flat, my back's never flat. I'm always keeping that chest super high. Just once again, it's gonna allow just more mind-body connection to your chest. You're gonna allow your chest to take over and not use the shoulders as much. So, especially the longer your arms. If you have longer arms, your shoulders are gonna take over, just like if you have longer legs, your glutes are gonna take over and not so much your quads. So, keep that in mind. All right, set number 2. Ooh, I'm burning.
Kill like I'm going places that are late to fake, just hoping that we make it. Pray we make it through the night. Hope we make it through the night. You can see it when you look into my eyes. When you look into my eyes, you can see that I'm grind all day. I've been going my way. I've been going my way. When I grind all day, I've been going my way. You can see that I'm grind all day. I've been going my way. Grind all day.
I feel like it. All right, last set. I feel like a baby Greek god. Yo, what's going on, guys? All right, those are my top 3 movements to grow your chest. Like I said, those have worked for me. Try to give you guys a couple tips on form, volume, all that stuff to kind of complete the entire video. Once again, I'm gonna put the main focus on this. Don't really focus about the overall weight that you're doing. Focus more about the form, time under tension, making sure you're getting that mind-body connection. It doesn't matter if you can bench 315 or 225. If your form is horrible, you're not gonna get anything out of it. So I appreciate you guys checking out that video and this channel. If you haven't done so yet, hit that subscribe button and hit that bell. That way you'll get notified. We also have our supplement review channel where we're dropping reviews every single Monday. I'm gonna start kind of go back and forth between this channel and that channel, referring when I do pre-workout reviews on that channel to actual workouts and stuff we're doing on this channel. So if you guys have any recommendations and stuff you want to see for this channel, comment down below. I appreciate it, and I'll catch you guys next time.